We've got a lot to talk about in this video. Obviously, I'm going to cover Bitcoin, what needs to happen. CRV founder paid AAVE. We're going to go over AAVE's chart. We've got coin picks for you. 20x, 30x, 40x coins. Uno looks real good. We're going to talk about that price action, as well as INJ. They have some big news, and I want to talk about the market structure, why these coins look good, why coins look better than others, basic ideas that are going to help you increase, improve your skill set, and take things to the next level in crypto. Jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin is holding just under 30,000. So you've got your weekly close coming shortly. Bitcoin is not above 30,000. Remember, for this entire bull cycle to start off, Bitcoin has to start the show, right? We've got some altcoins that are doing different things. We talked about Link yesterday, and I'm going to go over INJ today, as well as AAVE and Uno. But for things to really blast off in this market, Bitcoin brings all the new money into crypto. For that to happen, you need Bitcoin to break out 31,800. That's the key level that has not been broken since the bear market, right? So if Bitcoin bulls were able to break 31,800, you're looking at 36,000. Because of the spot ETF hype for Bitcoin, you could see $42,000 run up. Because remember, you saw this run up before, run up now. And every time rejection. Well, if we get rejected here, it's just key that we hold 25,000, right? Bitcoin, not a crystal ball, right? If this happens, breakout, then you're looking at these higher prices we just talked about. You get the breakdown, right? You're looking, will Bitcoin hold this level? If not, you're going to 23,000, $20,000 Bitcoin, all right? If then statement. Bitcoin 1 hour chart. So we talked about this rising, broadening wedge, and Bitcoin has on 2 occasions touched perfectly the trend line that I drew. Okay. Now this is a rising channel that should break lower, but is there enough hype in this market for Bitcoin to do something different? You have to admit that after that fake pump out of Bitcoin because of the fake news from Cointelegraph, where a bunch of short traders got completely obliterated on that fake news. But if you get Bitcoin breaks to the downside, I mean, you just want to see like 28,000 held, 27,000 held, right? And then we just can always assume that the price action continues in the pattern until it doesn't. I've got some amazing ridiculous shout outs in my trading groups. Like, we are killing it. We need the Bitcoin volatility. And when Bitcoin is green, these altcoins, we kill them. You can join either the spot group or the leverage group, 60% off, save $100 or $200, cheapest price ever to join the groups. All you have to do is shoot me an email, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com, and we get you in the groups immediately. So DEXTF, we talked about it on a weekly meeting screen share, up 177%. Some of these are with leverage. Uni, 50%, 53%, 58%. These are no leverage. BLZ, 68%, 49% out of Link, 21% out of Lisk, and 19% out of INJ, which we're going to talk about. I'm proud of the fact that we are killing this market. Now, the reality is it's Bitcoin season. Understand that we are very good on this channel finding the anomalies as far as the altcoins go. So we're going to attempt to do that in this video, but I still have some great picks for you long term, right? There's a lot of people in crypto who are busy, who work, have families, and they don't want to babysit coins. And so we're going to go over some of those coins in a second, but it's Bitcoin season. Bitcoin needs to take off to start this cycle, right? We're not even really to the Bitcoin halving, but we know that the Bitcoin halving run-ups start commonly 2 months, 4 months. And now the hype of the Bitcoin spot ETFs, hey, hype is in the air. There's a lot of people potentially willing to buy Bitcoin. Definitely on a breakout of 31,800, everything changes, right? Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy Bitcoin investment is finally in $60 million profits. Sunday night, Monday morning. So Bitcoin volatility quite probable over the next 24 hours. So the Curve founder, Michael E., he settled an entire debt position on AAVE. This guy was in about $100 million in debt, right? And he's borrowing from Peter to pay Paul in a decentralized DeFi world, right? He essentially deposited 68 million CRV on Silo Finance, and then he borrowed 10.8 million of Curve's decentralized stablecoin CRV USD over the past 2 days. And then he swapped CRV USD for Tether's USDT, and he repaid his entire debt position on AAVE today. Did you follow that? Because he's borrowing and paying and borrowing and paying, and he's got so much more debt out there. And that's the reason why these DeFi projects can get crushed and people get crushed quickly in this market, because they're borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. Now, AAVE as a chart. So I want to go over some charts and give you some ideas on how I see them, right? How I see them. And I think AAVE 20x coin, very probable. All right. So one thing about AAVE is you're going through this accumulation where it's formed a base. You got this W pattern base. So you're getting all kind of bounces off this support level. Now, normally when you get a break and hold above the 200 SMA, that's a good sign that the accumulation is coming to an end. Well, you can see the 200 SMA is this yellow line right here. Okay, so it's flipped it a couple times but didn't hold it, right? But when this is very bullish, you'll see it flip it and hold it and run higher. But we'll joke about these, like the market cycles will be these rounded bottoms, right? Not always perfect, but AAVE is in a situation where you've got this trend line, and we had a similar trend line. Let me see if I can find. All right, so here's Loom's chart, just like similar type trend line, and Loom pumped crazy. Now Loom, small cap coin, but that's the type of breakout you got. Will you get that out of AAVE? We have yet to see, but buying the breakout, you do get pumps like that. However, it's completely healthy for these coins to just move sideways and do nothing and then start to take off later, right? But Bitcoin's the leader of this market. We're very good at finding the anomalies on this channel. Bitcoin is the driver, right? It gives direction to the entire market as a whole, most of the time, 95, 98% of the altcoins, right? And Bitcoin needs to take off. But they had a big debt repayment. And if you look at the total value locked on AAVE, you can see it's nowhere near its highs from September of 2021. Actually like this website better, DeFi Llama. And so it's cool how it shows you, start of the AVAX rewards, UST depegging, ST ETH depegging, and then the drop, and then start of OP rewards, and then slowly grinding lower. But it's showing $4.99 billion locked for AAVE. Very good website. Still being used, still huge total value locked. This is a coin to watch. Put it on your watch list. Bitcoin pulls back. Obviously, good chance AAVE does as well. But the key is you hold this lower support, and then again, 20x gains out of AAVE, completely possible. Uno, now this is a very small cap coin. This is on KuCoin. Make a MEXC account right now. You get half price trading fees, and you can trade these coins with us. We have this downtrend, right? This falling wedge, and it broke out to the upside and then pulled back and back into accumulation and pumped again. Back into reaccumulation. Here's the key. Remember that same yellow 200 SMA? Look what happened. It broke out above that, bullishly retested it, moon mission, right? So guess what's happening? Falling wedge. Now I posted it on Twitter. Talked about it in group. It's at key support. You got this possible big, huge double bottom. Bitcoin, it should be the obvious idea. Bitcoin has to act right. But you got your 200 SMA overhead. If it breaks out above this level, then the target is all the way up here. A lot of work has to be done here. It could easily come down here and just continue to move sideways for a longer period of time. But accumulation is a very important part of this market structure, of the cycle. So this is markdown phase, this is accumulation, this is mark up, this is mark down, right? It's normally there's some distribution in here, selling, and then mark down. But this is how a market cycle works, and I wanted you to understand exactly these ideas. INJ has pretty huge news. They have a DEX, which is called Helix, and they unveiled pre-launch futures for upcoming tokens, starting with Celestia. So this decentralized order book exchange, Helix, it's built on INJ blockchain. They've got pre-launch futures. So this enables users to trade upcoming tokens before their official launch or exchange listings. So this futures market is going to feature Celestia, TIA. Helix said it will be the first exchange to offer the general public access to TIA via its perpetual market, with listing on major exchanges expected to follow. Traditionally, access to these highly anticipated crypto tokens before their public launch is reserved for early backers, venture capitalists, and potentially insiders via elaborate derivatives and OTC deals. So Helix is trying to disrupt the system and democratize trading access to pre-launch cryptos via its community-driven decentralized platform. Now, INJ, let's talk about this chart. INJ can do 30 or 40x based on a lot of the news and ideas that we've seen in the past. And we already nailed it for, I was talking about INJ back here, first of the year, and it's taken off and it hit huge multiples. I mean, we started talking about it when it was down here in accumulation. Remember, accumulation is good, but INJ can hit huge multiples, right? Now it has to break resistance. And so this thing can easily move sideways. If it doesn't break the resistance, it comes back down here, right? And then breaks out later. Now, remember, Bitcoin easily can reset this, but you've seen long-term upside since the first of the year. I mean, this is kind of some reaccumulation, but it's a ascending triangle, 64% chances it breaks to the upside. They've got current news. The first ever NFT collection to directly contribute to the INJ burn auction is launching on November the 11th. The power of INJ 2.0 continues. And most important thing is I want you to know that all news isn't the same, right? INJ, they launched a $150 million ecosystem fund way back here in accumulation. And that's why we started posting a bunch about it, because when you see coins with news, coins with big news, whenever they're going to invest $150 million into their ecosystem and developing the ecosystem and growing the ecosystem, that's important news. I've seen a run from $1.50. The gain so far, you're at 450% profits, right? On a breakout of this level, $9.50, you can see a 90% move out of INJ, but it has to break this level. So Bitcoin has to cooperate, but INJ has the ability to melt faces off when this, again, Bitcoin has to start the cycle, because it's going to bring all the new money that's going to diamond hand these cryptos. They're going to fall in love with the projects. Bitcoin's going to bring all the new money into this market. Listen, you guys, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment box. I've been interacting with a lot of people in the comments, and it's amazing to see how educated you guys have become over the years. And you brought very good points up in the comments. So do that for me. But yeah, hit subscribe, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.